Hi, I'm Sarah for Choices Coach, and last week I talked about my grocery list for the Daniel fast. And so I kind of want to just follow that up with what I discovered that I like during the Daniel fast. So whether you're doing a 10-day or a 21-day Daniel fast, or even if you're just doing it a day, definitely make sure that you check with your physician, especially if you are pregnant or nursing or have diabetes. In this episode, I'm going to cover veggie burgers. I want to review veggie burgers because while doing a Daniel fast, it's kind of actually hard to figure out what to eat, especially if you're not vegan. I mean, it's basically, the Daniel fast is just eating vegan. So if you're already on a vegan lifestyle, then you're like, that's not a fast, that's just my lifestyle. But for me, this was definitely a fast. And so I'm just offering this up to help any of you viewers out there that might actually be attempting a Daniel fast. The number one reason that people kind of fail or cut out early on a Daniel fast is because they didn't prepare. You have to prepare ahead of time. You have to have the right groceries on hand, or you're gonna end up cheating, or you're just gonna be like, oh, this is too hard, I can't do this. So definitely wanna have the right groceries on hand. So I've tried a bunch of veggie burgers, and I kind of want to tell you what I thought of them. Some of them were good and some not so much. Wah wah. So I'm gonna start on the positive. This is the first one that I tried, and I just bought these at the local grocery store. These are Chipotle black bean burgers from Gardein, or Gardein. I don't know how you say that, but you can see that there. Gardein. Maybe it's Gardein, but these were actually pretty good. They're cooked black beans, brown rice, there's some canola oil in there. So it does have some oil. If you are trying to just completely avoid oil during your Daniel fast, then this would not work for you. But it's pretty much all vegetables. It's potato starch, bell peppers, tomato paste, and most importantly, they taste good. So if you're like, oh my goodness, I totally am craving tacos or Mexican food, and all you can really have at a Mexican restaurant during a Daniel fast is basically black beans and rice, because even the refried beans, you'd have to ask them. Sometimes they put lard in refried beans, so there might be pork in those, and then you might not be able to do that during a Daniel fast. So you'll definitely want to have some things that you can eat at home that kind of give you that fix. So these were quite good. And with all these not all the black bean burgers, but all the veggie burgers that I tried, I prepared them all the same way. So that way I was getting a true comparison of what they actually taste like if I cook them the best way. And the best way to cook them, I have to say, is to saute them with oil in a pan. So I used a little bit of olive oil. I sauteed them on medium to medium low heat. You don't want your oil to be smoking. If it's smoking, then that's just not good for inflammation because it oxidizes the oil. My husband's definitely more of an expert on that, but I'm just taking his word on all that because he listens to all these nutritional podcasts, and he just has the mind for science like crazy, even more so than I do. So, well, that sounded like I was patting myself on the back, but I'm just saying, like, he's really smart. So I'm taking his word for it on that. So I prepared this in a little bit of oil, sauteed it on each side about three minutes. You can also just read the directions. They all have these directions on them. And it was quite good. And you can eat the black bean burger, the Chipotle black bean burger, with a little guacamole or a little avocado on the side. It's pretty tasty. Or you could even have a little bit of salsa, a little bit of chunky salsa on the side would be good. So next, the one that I'm gonna tell you how I really, really feel about it. I'm not sugarcoating this at all, okay? I tried the Trader Joe's veggie burger, just high protein veggie burger, and I'm telling you, I did not care for this one at all. I mean, ugh. Okay? This one has pea protein in it, and it tastes like it has pea protein in it. It tastes grainy. It tastes like, the texture tastes like it has protein powder in it. I mean, it didn't taste like a bad flavor, but it was a really gross texture. It almost tasted like someone put tuna fish in a patty, but it didn't taste like fish, but it had that texture, and it's just not what I was expecting from a veggie burger. It just tasted grainy, and I don't know, it was weird. The flavor was not bad, but it wasn't great either, okay? So I would say skip this one, and let's move on to the next, right? Okay, Dr. Prager's. I mean, I had been seeing this brand everywhere, so I thought, well, it must be good because I've seen it at a lot of places, and it was. It says California veggie burgers. That's the kind I got. They might make different kinds, but this is what I tried. 5 grams of protein, 10 types of veggies, 130 calories. It contains carrots, peas, broccoli, and spinach. And it was tasty. This is the thing, is what I want out of a veggie burger is that I'm not expecting a burger. I don't want it to taste like a meat substitute because ew, gross, right? Am I right? So I really just want it to taste like a veggie fritter, especially if I'm sauteing it in a little olive oil. I want it to get crispy on each side. I want it to taste like a veggie fritter, and then I'm good to go. I'm not expecting it to taste like a hamburger, because if it tasted like a hamburger and it's vegetables, it's kind of gross. Don't you agree? That's kind of gross. So this is a great little veggie fritter right here. This was awesome. There was real chunks of vegetables in it. I could see the chunks of broccoli. I could taste the chunks of broccoli. If you hate broccoli, then you may not like this one. But I honestly thought it was delicious. The flavor was good. I add a little salt and a little pepper to it too. So, you know, you kind of have to doll them up a little bit. You know, add some flavor, add a little salt, add a little pepper. Then this, I was shocked that it was my favorite, but I really think it was my favorite. I mean, between Dr. Prager's and this one, it's a close call. It's a really close call. But I honestly think this one edged out Dr. Prager's by a little bit. This is the earth-grown vegan veggie burger that I got from Aldi. Hello, I love Aldi. Aldi has really stepped up their game, and hallelujah. Hallelujah for that. So here's the digits on this. It's a blend of 11 different veggies, so it's got one more veggie than Dr. Prager's. Sorry, Dr. Prager. And the flavor is just all there. So here's what's in it. There's carrots, peas, oats, zucchini, edamame, corn, string beans, spinach, some cornmeal, onions, potato starch, a little bit of soy protein, a little bit of wheat-free tamari, chickpeas, dried onion, salt, a little canola oil, red peppers, broccoli, granulated garlic, and parsley. And I'm telling you, it was not short on flavor. It had great flavor, it had great texture. It was everything that I want from a little veggie fritter. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It was delicious. And that's the thing, is even long after I'm done with Daniel fast, I would eat these again. That's the one thing that I've learned from doing a Daniel fast, is I could be eating way, way, way healthier when all you can eat is basically rice, oats, vegetables, and fruit, and nuts. You realize, oh my goodness, I am not eating enough fruit and vegetables. I could really do better. And so that's what I'm taking away with me. The other thing that I wanted to just cover, this is a little bonus, is that I found some snacks that I love, okay? At least for while I'm on a Daniel fast. I found that you can do a Larabar as your little dessert. Now this is the thing, is you don't want to go crazy on these. It is sugar, which you're trying to avoid on a Daniel fast, but it's no added sugar. So all the sugar is coming from the dates and the dried fruit that are in the bar. There's no added sugar. However, Having said all that, total sugar is still like 17 or 18 grams on one of these. But I've tried a bunch of different kinds now, and I actually feel like the best one is the cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll is the tastiest one because it's got a lot of cinnamon. It really tastes like you're truly having a dessert. And it doesn't taste like a cinnamon roll though. So let's back that up a little bit, right? Let's call it a cinnamon date nut roll, maybe. But it's really good for that. If you expect it to taste like a cinnamon roll, you're gonna be like, oh, it doesn't taste like a cinnamon roll, but it does taste like the gooiness that's inside the center of the cinnamon roll minus the bread. So that's still pretty good, okay? And then I do like the carrot cake one, but definitely the cinnamon roll kind is my favorite. I also like the cashew cookie. It was really quite good, especially if what you are craving on a Daniel fast is a cookie, then get the cashew cookie layer bar. You'll have to avoid the chocolate ones. I'm sure the chocolate ones are probably much better. However, there's no dairy on a Daniel fast. You can't have dairy on a Daniel fast. So save that for when you're not fasting, okay? And the other thing that I found that I really like as a nice wholesome snack is dry roasted pistachios, because at the beginning of a Daniel fast, you're like, oh my goodness, you're just like, what can I eat? Like you feel so hungry because you're just like, oh my gosh, this is torture. Okay, I shouldn't really tell you all that. I should probably edit that out. But at the beginning of a Daniel fast, you are kind of like, what can I eat? What can I eat? And you feel so pitiful. And you're like, Lord, please help me sustain this fast. And then after a few days into it, you're kind of like, okay, God is helping me. I mean, you pray your way through it and he helps you and he sustains you. And you find that there's a lot of stuff that you can eat. Like said veggie burgers. He will help you, and you will be so much better off if you prepare an excellent grocery list and buy the groceries that you need before you start the fast. That's very important. All right, I hope this blessed you, and please send me comments, questions. Please comment on the foods that you like to have during a Daniel fast, because that just helps the whole community to be able to look in the comments and see all these other ideas.